And this is the Paris Theater, and Netflix has just made a long-term lease of this theater to have their shows, their releases in this theater. You can see it's an amazing building. It's owned by the same person that owns 9 West 57th Street, that building there. That building is one of the highest rental buildings for office space in the whole city. People pay it. They want to be in this most prestigious of buildings. The same guy who owns that building, he's in his 80s, owns this Paris Theater, the building that has the Paris Theater. Obviously, Netflix is paying him a lot of money because that's the only reason he would do something like that. Just an amazing location right next to magnificent hotels all around here. Here, right next to the Paris Theater, is the Plaza Hotel. Famous for movies, famous for its location. This was a hotel that was once owned by Donald Trump. And this is just to show you where the Paris Theater is. And right at 59th Street and 5th Avenue, you have Central Park. And you have all these magnificent hotels around here too. The one hotel we're seeing that has the whitish facade, that's the Pierre Hotel. And then there's another hotel, the hotel in the distance past the copper top building is the Pierre Hotel. But the Sherry Netherland is right there. All of these are top hotels in the city. And this is all near the Paris Theater. And here, right next to the Paris Theater, you have the Apple store. If you see that red apple, that's the Apple store. Newly renovated. And right next to the Paris Theater also, you have the magnificent store of Bergdorf Goodman. It's just amazing seeing this store. But it just shows you how nice it is for Netflix to have actually saved the Paris Theater. They were going to close it down, and it was going to be one of the, it was and is one of the longest running theaters, but these days theaters are not making the money that they were making before. So that's why they were going to close it down. But Netflix has a dilemma. Netflix needs a theater to release their works in order to be taken seriously. And that's why they wanted a long-term lease for the Paris Theater. Just a closer look at this amazing Paris Theater, just to show everyone what it looks like. Now, right next to the Paris Theater is the Pomona Club, and that's the basement of 4 West 58th Street. And it's an incredible building. It's just great that the Paris Theater was saved versus just going into oblivion. Thanks to Netflix. And it's mutually beneficial, of course. Netflix saves a theater, but now they're able to have a theater to do their releases in. And that's really, really good for Netflix. Because as I was mentioning earlier, this way Netflix and their works can be taken seriously. That was one of the big dilemmas that Netflix had. They had no theaters that wanted to release Netflix, the movies of Netflix. I mean, Netflix's competition for the theaters. Netflix's competition for the distribution system of Hollywood. So obviously they didn't want that. So just a closer look at this wonderful Paris Theater, just so the whole world can see what this looks like, that it was saved by Netflix. And again, there's Pomona Club. And this is the neighborhood around here. You can see what a beautiful neighborhood it is around here. as I showed earlier, but all the Christmas decorations up.